Potomac, season 10, episode 2. What's this called? Meant to be Shady. MINT. Mint. So, we leave off where we left off in the last episode. Whenever anybody gets to watching that video, because I got 0 views on it. But okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anywho, AJ asked Stacy's friend was like, okay, so if Stacy shows you her divorce papers, will this, settle everything? Will you leave her alone? And of course, Ashley's like, yeah, that's all I need to know. I just need to see the proof. And of course, they don't believe her. Not, she has this ring on. She's saying, I don't even think she told the ladies that her and Timu was actually dating, but AJ just so happened to say it, like, yeah, they back together and all this stuff, so why should it even matter? But whatever, like I said, they don't even believe her anyway. And while all this was going on, Kay and Wendy over there still arguing about nothing. The ladies all actually ended up gathering in one little area to, kind of have a little powwow, so to speak, where Kay, I guess, took this time to just go after Stacy with all this, you just tell all these lies and you did this, you did that. And Stacy's like, what the, she's taken back by this. At this point in her confessional, she's like, oh my gosh, like I'm being, what'd she say? Unjustly beat down. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's more like a gang. It is a gang up, girl, but beat down? No, they're just trying to, I guess, beat the truth out of you. Because, bitch, was you divorced or was you not divorced? Tia and Wendy, they kind of get to meet a little bit here on the side. Both being fellow Nigerians. Hey, girl. Hey, sis. Hey, cousin. Here goes Stacy. Oh, my God. I just found out I'm Nigerian too. Oh, Nigerian sisters. And they like, okay, girl, because literally all of us Black Americans do that damn DNA 1, 2, 3 and me, whatever ancestry, Lord. We all some mother loving Nigerian, West African, Congo mother love. And to close out this party of Ashley's, of course, in Ashley fashion, we have burlesque dancers all over the place, half naked, doing all the Circus Soleil. And of course, she's in a group of prudes because they don't, oh my God, what is that? Is that crack? Oh, I see a lip. It winked at me. Like, you guys see a vagina pretty much every day when you take a shower, when you wipe your ass. They do this. I'll say it's that's the reactions are so like what the, like they ain't never did nothing before, or should I say never seen nothing before. For Christ's sake, they probably, that's all. Like, have they ever even been to a strip club? Did anybody ever take them to Magic City? Cause that, listen, sidebar here. The first strip club I ever went to was Magic City. So, girl, like that's what I think. Giselle, Wendy, I guess we can throw Kay in there because she, oh my God, like they're all doing this for what? Okay, so Wendy, you know what? I should have opened this up because we all seen it. Wendy got arrested, her and Eddie, over some fraud charges. Returning stuff, doing insurance claims. Collecting money that they're not supposed to be collecting, a little bit extra over, and they don't got caught up and they got arrested. They out now, but as we know, about 16 charges, I think, both of them separately. I don't know if it was all together. 7 of them being felonies. Listen, the real time stuff is gonna affect, I think, the way we watch this show a little bit, only because this is the second episode, and I literally was like, oh my God, when will this go? Why is it taking so long to go off? Because it really wasn't much. And yeah, I'm looking at Wendy in this scene. She has on this black and white romper. I couldn't tell if it was Chanel or not. I was trying to guess, like, black and white, Chanel, Karl Lagerfeld, something to the nature or something like that. But anyway, with some high heels on, but you're at home inviting Stacy over. So why did you need to wear this outfit for Stacy? I know we're filming, so you do want to look nice when you film, but girl, we is at home. We could have just put on something a little bit more homely and not no damn heels to scratch up my good flows. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like, what the heck? But Wendy do what she want to do. I never noticed that Stacy wore rompers all the time until they just showed that. So I get the joke. I get what she was trying to do. But girl, no. So look, I need to act like, I don't know how to open up a champagne bottle. Like, is they being serious? Oh, this part's supposed to be off. I don't know. Okay. Let me get the acting then. I don't know how to open up no champagne. I don't even know how to open a fifth of vodka. I don't know. Somebody do it for me. Child. So, Stacy goes over to Wendy's house, like I said, and Wendy just asked her, like, yo, so TJ, he got this, is there these receipts on this lawsuit that TJ got on you? Oh, no, I don't know anything about a lawsuit. So, it's not true. Of course, she's deny. Stacy does admit to her that, okay, well, me and my husband are back together. We are working things out. And I don't see what's anything wrong with that. Which, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. The whole point is, why did you have to... why did you have to use TJ to get him back? Or why did you... like, it's just... the whole thing doesn't make sense. That's all. That's all. And it really doesn't make sense to use TJ to get back with him. So it's like, does he know about TJ? Like, it's just a lot. I don't know. It's questions I think we'll have to get to maybe later in the show or maybe at the reunion. I don't know. Send them in, people. Send them in to Bravo. Send in a whole bunch of times so that Andy can see, like, okay, I gotta ask this one. Stacy admits to doing the cannabis line. Of course, Wendy, since she was the first one to do it, of course, it's like, well, Stacy, you're copying me. Okay, well, we can always say the same thing for you, Wendy. Karen did her candles first, and, oh, you tried to do candles. I mean, whatever. But I guess to add a little bit more insult to injury when it comes to Stacy, is, everybody's been hearing around town that literally you've been asking about how to, open your own line and using, hey, I want to be like Happy Eddie. So with that, you might be biting me a little bit, but whatever, girl, I'm gonna support you in whatever you do. Yeah, I'm just keep my little good eye on it. That's all. Okay, so we get to know Miss Tia a little bit. Remember, she is Giselle's friend. And, she is a mother of 4 kids, 2 of them being twins. So, her and Giselle got something in common when it comes to that. Husband, Rob, been married 17 years. She was born in Lagos, Nigeria, but was raised in England. So, best of both worlds, because she is a princess. She grew up with the cooks and the stewards and the drivers. But, being in the States and being married to her husband, he's just from, Chicago, probably South Side. Look, South Side? Anybody ever watch that show? I wish it would have went on a little bit longer than, like, what was it, 2 seasons or something? Anywho, yeah, talking to Giselle about life and kids and stuff like that, we kind of find out just a little bit that, yeah, they do have a good little balance going on. Like, girl, there's some things, all right, we compromise. I ain't running no errands, okay? But he got it. All right, so it works for them. What is she? She's a global estate advisor, something to that nature. So that's pretty cool, Um, it's just good, even though she literally doesn't have to work. Wealthy, generational wealth or whatever, her parents and all that stuff, being a princess, but having kids and things like that, it's a good look to show the kids and, let them grow up a little bit humble, right? And the husband is in sales, in sales acquisition, not like low sales selling the car or nothing. He up there. Okay, so they do good for themselves. Cute little house, nice little family. We peep at Ashley just for a little hot second. Her dating life. Remember Josh? Yeah, so they still going on. They kind of broke up a little bit because I don't know if anybody watched it. I peeked at it just, while I'm cleaning and stuff, something to watch in the background. Love Hotel. Okay, it was like her, Giselle, the Countess Luann, and I forget the other white lady name. Dating show, blah blah blah. So with her going on there, obviously we have to break up because you're going on a dating show to meet other people, and you was on that show kissing every dude that you was meeting, okay? But anywho, she get back home, they hey big head each other, and they back on it. Her sister, her sister looked just like her mama. I will say that, but this explains things a little bit because how we not know, or maybe I just missed it. I probably did know and just lost it. But her mama, that man that her mama got, that no good man that, everybody be like, Sheila, you need to leave him. You need to leave him. That's her baby daddy. That's her sister daddy. Like, oh my God. Like, of course, it's, yeah. I mean, it's not like he can't not leave, as long as he's do his fatherly responsibilities. They don't have to be together. But it makes sense as to why, Sheila won't let go. Okay, so we're going to get to know Angel a little bit on this episode as well. Her husband is Bobby, okay? And he's a retired NFL player. I forget the team. Oh, Colorado. I forgot. Yeah, Denver Broncos, okay? And, they are, now that he's retired, obviously, it's like their home base is Maryland. So it just makes sense for them to go back home, reestablish life there, because that's where family and friends are. But yet still keep our Colorado stuff going on because they do have that adventure business, plus the house that they, lived in, so why would we sell it or anything? We can Airbnb it, or hell, that's just our regular old vacation home. But anywho, they cool. I didn't count their kids, but they got a couple kids going. Was it one or was it two? I think I saw one. But they're just talking about the ladies and how they feel about things and life in general and all that stuff, what they do and got going on. And she tells them that she wants to throw this little event for the ladies, just to like at the party she didn't really get to know nobody because Stacey and Ashley was going at it, Wendy and Kay was going at it. So being a new girl is like, I don't know what I'm doing here, what am I, so maybe if I had my own event, then I could get to know them a little bit better, and then they get to know me a little bit better. Okay. So Kay invites Giselle over to her place, and there's talks of Greg. They are back together, and of course Giselle is looking at her crazy because it's like, you said all these things about him, so in her eyes it's like she don't see it for him because she, so I'm like, you tell these girls your business, right? And they're stuck on the business even though you moved on. We all know that scenario. Don't tell people stuff if you're just gonna be back with them, right? Because what was the whole point? Because they still gonna feel some type of way even though you over here in lovey land. So That's why Kay looking at like, girl, he ain't gonna change. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And how she let him move into her, like, you literally moved away from him to prove that you can do all this by yourself and independent. Which to me is that real? Like, what does that prove? Like, I don't know, what was that supposed to prove if he was already independent when he met you and stuff, right? I don't know. But you let him move in with you? Yeah, that's the part where I'm a little bit confused at, okay? Kay had a chef, and I don't know if it was me, but them two bowls, it looked like dog food. I was like, I was waiting on Giselle to say it, because she's like, oh, what's that? And I thought she was going to say, that looked like dog food, but nope, they said it would look delicious. I think he said it was a salad, but it literally looked like dog food. But Giselle asks Kay about this event that Angel got going on. She got the invite, so this being Kay friend, like, yeah, like what's what you going, so yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm going, but let me tell you something that happened. So Kay had like an event herself, like maybe a few, was it 2 weeks, 2 days, something like that before. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Woo. But anyway, and with this, it was some type of spy event. She invited Ashley, Tia, and Angel. She goes on to tell this whole story about Wendy all over again. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this and that. She treated me this way, and I just don't know about our friendship. Like, blah, blah, blah. And, they're listening to the story, and it must have not have made sense to Angel. Like, it don't make none sense to us. So she questioned just one little aspect, just to say, like, okay, well, what if Wendy's kid, something, whatever, like something got in the way, basically, and what would you expect her to do? Something, Well, what? Why would you say that, Angel? Like, whose side are you on? Are you on my side? Are you on Wendy's side? Like, I can't believe it. So she's telling Giselle this, and they did show the flashback so we can see all the reactions. And she's telling Giselle this as if she was literally big shit that day and had to chin check Angel to get her, to comply or, calm down, get back on track with our friendship, because not you don't go defending no Wendy. Are you for real? So, of course, Giselle, the wow factor of everything, right? She's kind of used to, because Wendy wasn't here first, so Giselle was here first. So Angel, Giselle, and Rob, Ashley, oh my God, for real? So this is perfect for Giselle. Oh my God, you chin checked her. What does that mean? Well, I just had to, let her know, put her in her place to let her know that, girl, don't do me. So of course this is ammo for Giselle. See, she don't know Giselle like I do. You don't know Giselle like I do. She about to flip it on you. Okay, so we get over to Angel's house, right? And we having this it's a sound bowl, tranquil, relaxation, energy cleansing, one of them things that we've done sound bowls pretty much a lot. I think we probably already did it on this show, so this might be like a second time, look, or a two-peat here with the sound bowls on the same show. I usually thought, yeah. So before we get to that part, though, all the ladies are arriving, and Giselle gets straight to it. Hey, Kay and Wendy, y'all good? What's going on? Of course, they looking like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good, Of course, Wendy's like, bitch, I still don't even know what the girl mad at me about, so of course I'm straight. Okay, well, I'm just never, I will always remember. I'm never gonna forget, but I will forgive. So what, I'm gonna move on. So fine, they move on. Here you go, Giselle. Kay and Angel, y'all good? What's going on with y'all? So of course, oh yeah, I'm good. What you here? Angel, like, what you mean? Like, why would you question a friendship here? Like, what's going on? This is something you heard? Well, somebody said something. Like, huh? So Giselle go on and say, yeah, Kay said she had to chin check you. So of course Angel like, chin check? Like, what you chin check me? Kay, what is she talking about? Giselle, what are you talking about? Stop it. I did not say that. Ixnay on the Of course, Wendy, I think she caught a chin check. Ashley, she acting like she ain't from the hood, but she know what chin check mean. Well, no, I will give it to Ashley. At least Ashley is the only one that does kind of keep it real on this show. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody else be like, what they just don't know nothing. Of course, Angel in her confessional, like, listen, I don't know what Kay got going on, what she said to Giselle, whatever, okay? I do the chin checking here. Okay. So I don't listen. She better say, Giselle better ask about me. So pretty much in this instance, Kay, see, did you catch it or did you not catch it? Giselle, you trying to be friends with her? Do you want to be friends with her, should I say? Are you? Because I feel like this is where you're leading towards. You hanging out with her a lot here. Yeah, she's gonna run back and say everything that you said that whatever day before, right? Or on the phone or in a text and all that stuff, right? So of course oh my God, why did you say that? Because you did say that. She said it, everybody. She said it. She did. Her over here at 2:00, 2:07 p.m. with 3 seconds on the clock. She said she chin checked you, okay? And of course, Kay is like, okay, well, she's trying to trying to save face here and gather herself. And she goes on to be like, oh my God, I really said that. I really did. And she just, yes, you did, girl. That's those exact words. And listen, the camera caught you. We all heard it. We all saw it. Because when you said it, I knew this was going to bite you back in the ass. Because what? You supposed to be my friend. And this is what you saying to, oh, girl. I was going to say kick Kay off the show. Because she is like, she's a little airheadish on a level that's annoying, okay? And the fights that she's picking are kind of like very minuscule and pointless. They don't make any sense. It makes sense to her, but not to everybody else. Giselle also, I think, can actually leave. I know she's supposed to be the face and all this stuff, but listen, she ain't no queen of no Potomac. That was like 50 years ago when she was married to Jamal, and she ain't got nothing to talk about. She only talk about everybody else. So Giselle can go. But somewhere it might have clicked in her mind that she did say it. She remembers, so she goes to go over to her friend Angel, like, oh my God, girl, you know what? Giselle said that I said it. So if I did, I'm sorry. I did not mean to say it. I was just trying to say that, we did talk and straighten it out. And, and that was that was it, girl. No, I wasn't trying to be malicious, So of course Angel like, okay, okay. So we do the sound bowl. And none of the ladies was feeling it. Nobody could actually really concentrate enough to actually get through it. Everybody literally had ADHD at this moment, okay? But, they do give the lady at least like 2 minutes, maybe 3, and they move on. They do the pass the crystal where, ring of fire, say something you want to release to the universe, We get around to Stacy, and she says, oh, well, I want to do a reset, and I want everybody to stand up, and we're going to do a cleansing breath. And speaking of breath, because I totally forgot on my first video of the first episode, Stacy, is on fire, okay? So, of course, the ladies won't let it go. Hot breath. Oh my God, does she get immense? This and this and that. Of course, Stacy is fine. Whatever y'all want to keep saying it. She keep her breath all over Ashley. So it is what it is. She did take a minute at some point, like, okay, fine. I can laugh at myself. Cool, whatever. It's cool, laugh at yourself. It is what it is. They say Beyonce breath thing, okay? Stacy, I just want you to be truthful. But you know what? She says she's from Detroit. Listen, I'm just playing. I'm just playing with my peoples, okay? Listen. She pulls Ashley to the side just to say, like, look, you need proof of said divorce. Okay, well, here is my proof. She pulls out her phone. You see this picture or screenshot of a court document with both of their names on it, and I think probably nothing else, like it's supposed to be filled out, like, what stuff look like. Of course, Ashley like, okay, if this is the proof that you give me, I'll accept it. But side eye, because girl, don't nobody believe you. Don't nobody believe it. So like I said, this episode was dragging a little bit for me. But this ending kind of poked the bear. Look, it poked me. My antenna went up for sure, because Giselle, Ashley, and I don't know why they invited Kay, but they invited Kay here. I think it should have just been a Ashley and Giselle thing, okay? But she's here anyway. And Karen's friend Cookie, okay? They are at Karen's favorite breakfast spot. Giselle goes there all the time now since, in remembrance of Karen, to get the same breakfast that, the Karen special. Okay, whatever. They talking to Karen's friend because that's who is like their communication lifeline here. They get all the information they need from her because Karen's only talking to her kids, and Ray. Understandable, right? Don't nobody else need to be my business, but whoever want to say whatever, okay, she might have gave Cookie a little permission to say whatever. I know Cookie is smart enough to know what she can say or don't say, right? So she here talks to Karen. She's good. She's been reading a lot, exercising a lot, making some friends, doing, playing Uno, chilling. Is there a possibility of her getting out early? Of course, we know in real time she did get out. She only served 6 months, so 6 months early. Yep, she did get out 6 months early of that year's sentence. And in the midst of this, Cookie was like, oh, guess who texted me, child? And they like, what? Who? Where? Chris Samuels is texting me. So Ashley like, oh, Chris Samuels, oh, okay. Guess what I heard? I heard Stacy was trying to hook up with Chris. And they like, what? Stacy? Like TJ Stacy? Hot breath Stacy? Yes, Stacy. I, was doing whatever, and this lady came up to me and she said that, yeah, she she got the question, it's hey, can I get Chris' number, basically, and she gave it. So hey, they might be talking, they might not be. And of course Cookie looking like, for real, no, she ain't over there trying to at Chris' house trying to funk it up, talking about her hot breath and all that stuff. So of course they joking, ha 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 ha. So here the credits roll, and then it say 3 weeks later. Boom. We see them long, skinny, thin legs. Okay, who was that? Monique, is that you, girl? Listen, I like Monique. I never had problems with Monique. I've always had a problem. I never had problems with Monique. My only problem was Candace and Robin and Giselle. Okay, and Ashley. Everybody else is fine. Yeah, Monique was straight with me, so I'm glad she's back. You know, she is divorced from Chris, so technically it wouldn't matter if whoever was trying to hook up with him or not. They ain't friends. So it is cool. We'll get to that conversation as the cameras roll, as the weeks roll, and as things unfold. I can't believe it. So that's why I'm like, it was kind of boring, I guess, a little bit, but it perked me up now at the end. So I can't wait. I'm gonna say something. No, I can't wait just to see what Monique brings to the table. And speaking of surprises, before I even jumped on here, I'm on Facebook because I still use Facebook. Okay. Katie Ross. You guys remember Katie? Okay. I love Katie. I ain't gonna lie. I wish she would come back full time. I know it's fine with me. Okay, it's okay. You know, as long as things are maintained and nobody gets hurt. Okay, that's all that matters. And nobody gets hurt. But if she comes back, that would be awesome. But she sure did make some type of tweet or whatever talking about Ashley. I ain't gonna say what she said, but listen, get her on the show. Get her back on the show, because I love to see her and Ashley argue, and I love to see her and Giselle argue. I swear, they may be the best fights ever. And this is it. Peace out, because I didn't want to talk this long. It was all my little extra tangents on the side. So we'll see you next week.